Hello students. So today I'm going to explain you exercise 9.1 in that question number 6. So the question seems difficult but very easy when you write the question in terms of figure. So we'll try to write the question in terms of figure. So the question is a 1.5 meter tall boy. So we'll consider here one tall boy, that is 1.5 meter. The height is 1.5 meter. So let us consider this as tall boy. Next is standing at some distance from 30-meter tall building. So he is standing at some distance from so this is the ground. So there is one 30-meter tall building. So this is 30 meter from here till here. So this is the building. So we'll name them so that it will be easy to understand. So the height of building I'll take as AB. And AB were taken. So the height of boy will take as CD here. You can give any name. So this 1.5 meter tall boy, he is standing from a 30 meter tower at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. So building is given. The angle of elevation. So angle of elevation will be always from the ground. From his eyes. Now don't take from his eyes. So eyes will not be at foot. So let us take here eyes. So eye is at point D. So the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of building. So A is a point at the top of building. So the line of sight will be like this. And the horizontal will be drawn from the eye, not from the ground, because eyes are not at the ground. So this is our horizontal. So we'll name this as D and here I'll name this as F. So it is, once again we'll see the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of building. So this angle of elevation, the angle of elevation will be between the horizontal and line of sight. So this angle of elevation increases from 30 degree to the 60 degree as he walks towards the building. So building is AB. When he walks from here to the building, towards the building, then angle of elevation increases. Suppose at this point it is 30 degree. When he walks some distance, it will become 60 degree. So let us take here, he walks some distance and his eye will come here. So suppose he walks like this and he is here. So this is also DC, isn't it? So but there will be confusion. So this new position I'll take as DF we are taken. I'll take this as E here. So I left the point E. So you can write here E now. So now the angle of elevation, it was 30. As he is moving towards the building, it increases from 30 to 60 degree. So this is the horizontal now, EF, and A is the line of sight. So this much is given. 1.5. Once again we will check it. 1.5 meter tall boy, that is CD, is standing at some distance from a 30 meter building. And angle of elevation from his eyes. So angle of elevation will be the line of sight, his eyes to the top of building, that is A. And this is height. So this is 30 degree, and when he moves towards the building, it changes from 30 to 60 degree. So here we have the two angle of elevations. So what they have asked to find out? Find the distance he walked towards the building. So he walked from D to E, isn't it? So we need to find out the D. So first of all, we will write which are the things we have considered, and then we'll move to the solution. But before starting with the solution, as I told you, you should draw the figure for the given question so that you will come to know what you have to find out, and you should name the new points whichever you are taking, or the distances, so that again you should not go for the question here. So now we need to find out here D. So first we will write whichever things we are considered. So we'll write here, let AB we have taken as what? Height of building, isn't it? AB is height of building. And then we got here two angle of elevations. We got ADF. So angle ADF we got here as 30 degree, and then angle AEF. angle AF we got as 60 degree, isn't it? Now we need to find out here D, that is the distance walked by him or that the boy. So find the distance he walked towards the building. D is what? Distance walked by boy towards the building. That we need to find out. So you can highlight this. If you want, you can highlight this with a pencil, so that you will come to know at the final you have to what you have to find out. So D we should find out, that is how much. So we'll start here. So to find out D, if you know DF and if you know EF, so from this DF you can subtract EF, so that you'll get D here. So I hope you understood what you have to find out first. So from DF, if you subtract EF, you will get what? D, isn't it? So one by one we'll find out EF and then we'll find out the DF, isn't it? So here there are formation of right angle triangles. This is horizontal drawn from the eye, and this is a perpendicular height always will take for the building. So there is 90 degree, isn't it? So there are two right angle triangles, AEF and ADF. So we want to find out first EF. So we'll find out first to find EF. So this is 90 degree and we have what? Acute angle. So to find out the unknown side, we want to find out EF. So we should know either AE or AF. A we don't know. So AF we can find out because AB we have here 30 meter. You can write down AB equals to 30 meter. From this AB we can find out AF because we know that this DC or the CD is nothing but what? BF, isn't it? If you take as parallel, we'll get what? This as 1.5. So from AB subtract BF, that is 1.5 meter. So that will get what? AF. So we'll subtract here to get AF. AF equals to AB minus BF. So here we got, this is BF, AB is 30 meter minus 1.5 meter. So if you subtract this, you will get what? This as 28.5 meter. So I'll write here, this is 28.5 meter. So now you can find out EF easily. Therefore, to find out EF, we have to take a trigonometric ratio where we have this AF and EF. So according to the 60, this is opposite and this is adjacent. So we have to choose such a trigonometric ratio where we have opposite and adjacent. So opposite upon adjacent is what? Tan theta. So we'll take here tan theta equals to opposite is AF and adjacent is EF. So AF is 28.5 and here EF, that is equals to tan theta. So we'll put here values. Tan theta, theta is tan 60 degree equals to 28.5 upon EF. So tan 60 you should know, that is root 3 equals to 28.5 upon EF. So EF we need to find out. So bring this EF this side and root 3 this side. So EF is equals to 28.5 divided by root 3. So here no need to rationalize this root 3 because this EF we are going to use later, isn't it, to find out the D, because DF minus EF. So we'll first find out DF. If we get there in a denominator root 3, then further we can use this EF. So we got here EF. Now we need to find out DF. So to find out DF, consider the triangle ADF. So in triangle ADF, we need to find out DF. To find out DF, we should know one of the side. AF we already know, that is 28.5, and even the angle, acute angle 30 degree we know. So we can find out DF using the suitable trigonometric ratios. So here only I'll find out. To find DF, so that if I write here, we can refer the figure. So in triangle, now we are considering the triangle AFD. in this right angle triangle AFD, we should know DF and we have here AF. So according to the angle 30 degree, this is the angle of this triangle AFD. According to this 30 degree, this is adjacent and this is opposite, or you can take this as base and this as perpendicular. So we need to find out DF. So you should choose a trigonometric ratio where we have the opposite side and the adjacent side. Opposite and adjacent. So we have here tan where we have the opposite and adjacent. So tan theta equals to AF upon DF. So tan 30 degree we have 30 degree equals to AF, that is 28.5. DF we need to find out. So tan 30 degree, that is 1 upon root 3 equals to 28.5 upon DF. So bring this DF this side. So you got here DF, 1 into DF is DF, and root 3 I'll bring this side, 28.5 into root 3. So these two results we need to find out the distance D. So here we can see here D will be what? First of all, we'll write the full here. DF equals to D upon D and EF. D plus EF will give the DF. We need to find out the D. So D equals to DF minus EF. So we have these two values. So we'll write here values 28.5 into root 3 minus, here we have EF is 28.5 upon root 3. So we can find out this. So cross multiply. So we'll get here 28.5 into root 3 and this into root 3 minus 28.5 whole divided by root 3. So here 28.5, this is root 3 into root 3 will be 3 minus 28.5 divided by root 3. So here further I'll solve. So take 28.5 as common. So in bracket you will have 3 minus 1. From here 28.5, so here 3 minus 1 will remain, divide by root 3. So this is 28.5 into 2, that is root 3. But as we know in final answer we should not get the irrational number in the denominator. So rationalize this, 28.5 into 2 divided by root 3, here root 3. So here we'll get here, if you multiply these two, what will get here? 28.5 into 2, we have to multiply. So we'll get here 57 into root 3, and root 3 into root 3 will be just 3. So now 57, 5 plus 7 is 12, so you can divide this with 3. 3 ones are 3, then again 3 ones are 3, you'll get here 2, 3 nines are 27. So finally you'll get as D, here D you will get as 19 upon 1 is 19 into root 3 meter. If you want to find out actual 19 into root 3, you can find out the root of 3 by division method. That will get what? 1.732 will get, and that you can multiply with 19. So that will get exactly meaning of 19 into root 3. I hope you understood the method. So here first of all, in the application questions of trigonometry, you should able to draw the figure for the given question. If you able to draw the figure, then 50% work will be done. Rest all you can do the calculation.